Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I am just thrilled that you are here. I am so excited and grateful that I get to do this and share this information with you. So, this is the end of our 4-part series on being the four mighty ones, or the writer, the producer, the director, and the actor. And today we're going to talk about you being the actor. So I'm going to read again today from Seed Time and Harvest, which is where this idea comes from of the four mighty ones, from Neville Goddard's work. And he says this: the form of the fourth is like the Son of God, human imagination, the actor. So he's really talking about how your imagination is really important to this. The fourth mighty one performs within himself or herself or their self, in imagination, the predetermined action which implies the fulfillment of the wish. This function does not visualize or observe the action. So when we talk about visualization, I'm going to pause right here for a second and say, this is where the idea of first person visualization comes from, where you're inside of yourself, and when you're visualizing, you're seeing yourself do the action. So like as if you were seeing from your own eyes, holding someone's hand, or if you're manifesting a specific person and you want to hold their hand, or you're seeing yourself look at your bank statement and you're seeing the money that you want to see in there. Now, you don't have to visualize in first person. It's not a requirement for you to get your manifestation, but a lot of people have found that feels very powerful to them, and that has really been a game changer in terms of really seeing what works. But remember, you make the rules of this. You are deciding how this is going to work for you. And so if you decide that you don't need to visualize in first person, or if you find that really hard to do, then do something else. But I would encourage you to give it a try, to practice giving it a try, visualizing from first person, if you feel like other things haven't worked for you. But don't feel like if you can't do it, or you're not interested in that, or you don't like it when you hear that, if that feels bad to you, don't worry about that. You can also visualize, see it as a movie in a movie screen. People have reported that works really well for them too. So remember, you decide what's working for you, and you're trying different things. And this is a kind of an experiment. So part of it is you're looking at what's going to work for you specifically based on all the the magic that you are. Sorry, let's go back to what Neville Goddard was saying. This function actually enacts the drama and does it over and over again until it takes on the tones of reality. So I can relate to this in that, sometimes when you're just starting to affirm for something, or you're just even trying to do something small or something you're not that interested in, and it doesn't feel real, or it doesn't feel like it's possible. Sometimes when you first start saying an affirmation, it just feels like it doesn't apply to you, right? And I think that's what he's saying here. But the more you repeat it, and the more you really say soak in self-love or love, or whatever you're manifesting, something that you want to experience, it really starts to feel more real. It starts taking on the tones of reality, as he says here. Without the dramatized version of fulfilled desire, the theme remains a mere theme and sleeps forever in the vast chambers of the unborn themes. Nor without the cooperant attention obedient to the dramatized vision of the fulfilled desire will the vision perceived obtain objective reality. So he's saying, if you kind of just stay and oh gosh, I wish I was married, or I wish that I were rich, or I wish XYZ, that if you don't do the other parts, if you don't go ahead and write the story and decide specifically what you want, if you don't go ahead and stay obedient to that vision by the director returning you to that vision over and over again, and then if the actor doesn't really saturate that in their imagination, then it won't manifest, is what Neville is saying here. So that's, just try that out. Give that a try. Really think about these 4 different parts. The producer choosing what this is going to be about, the theme, success, love, wealth, whatever it is you're interested in or trying to manifest, health, And then the author or the writer really telling the story of what you want, you know, whatever that is. What you fill in the details of what your desires are. And then the director really returning your attention to your imagination, wherein the actor plays out what you want, what your desires are. And you just do that. Now remember, all of this is an internal process. This isn't what you're doing in your 3D reality. You're doing this internally, and you're saturating your internal world with love, with things that feel really good, with the desires of your heart and your imagination. And then as you do that, and as you become saturated, that will take on the tones of reality, and it'll be pushed out into your 3D reality. Thank you so much for listening. And may you manifest exactly what you want. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.